Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so how you guys doing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. I know it's a Friday. I know it's a 3-day weekend, but I would be remiss if I didn't touch bases with you guys on this FOMO show of what's kind of been going on over the last couple of weeks. What tools am I looking at? What tools I'm kind of deploying? Taking a couple of your questions. And I do, and just in case you guys wanted to talk about any tools and deployment strategies, of course, you guys know that I do my LTD live chat every Friday. We had one earlier today, every Friday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. You can send your questions ahead of time. That always works out. Just in case if you're not able to make it, I can probably try to answer your question live. So just wanted to make sure you guys got that. Who's all here? Carlos, man, I appreciate you, Carlos. Carlos be hanging in there, man. You guys probably don't know this, but Carlos is a millionaire. I'm messing around, man. Carlos, leave Carlos alone. I'm just messing with him. He always shows up, so I appreciate that. School me money. Okay. All right, school me money. Who else is here? You guys chiming in from? Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, man. Don't have me out here on this Friday night. My wife wants me to go. I may have added this FOMO show unexpectedly because my wife wants me to go get a mani pedi with her. I'm like, what? You need a manicure? I'm like, I do. So I said, I'm going live, right? So I created the FOMO show. No, actually, I'm gonna start doing this at the end of every month and kind of talk about a couple of things. Hey, C Store, what's up? Carlos is like, yeah, man, I wish, man. He said, if I was a million, I wouldn't be running down all these LTDs trying to get insights. All right, so let me address the elephant in the room. You guys want me to, what do you guys think the elephant in the room is? Let's see who can guess what the elephant in the room is. Because I want to hit that first. Because some of you guys are probably just here for that, for the elephant. But I want to make sure that I want to cover a couple different things. What's the elephant in the room? Let me see. Who knows what the elephant in the room is? Let me see here. Let's see what the elephant in the room is. Who knows what the elephant in the room is? Does anybody know what the elephant in the room is? All right, it's a Friday here. Well, imagine that. So C-Store got it, VoiSpark. Yeah. So let me tell you what the elephant in the room is, right? VoiSpark, you guys brought it up. I didn't. So let me tell you, and you guys know me, I try to keep it Courtney Curtis, what's leaving next week? I don't know. Courtney, go to there and check it out. I don't know. Courtney, I'm mad at you, man, because you ghosted me, man. I should put you on blast, but I'm not. All right. So listen. All right. You told me to email, you never emailed me back. We'll talk about it. We'll talk offline. All right. So listen. Here's the elephant in the room, right? Most of you guys just showed up for this, so I'll just tell you, and then you'll miss out on some of the other juicy stuff I was going to share with you. And I'm only going to be here for an hour. So if you guys are going to hang out with me for an hour, that's cool. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. But let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant. So the elephant in the room is VoiceSpark, right? And a lot of you guys say, well, Jenny, man, you hit the ground running with VoiceSpark. And I did. Right. He said, yeah, you just put me on. Yeah, I did. So I hit the ground running Monday with VoiceSpark. And let me tell you the reason why I hit the ground running with them. Because I saw what they did. I got on there, I started playing around with the language models. They have a very good language model on there. I think it's called Minimax. Minimax is good. I liked it. I actually kind of liked it a little bit better than 11 Labs, right? And there's no knock on 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the 50,000-pound gorilla, right? What I also liked was they had 11 Labs in it. So they had 11 Labs in it, and they also had Minimax. Minimax is by far the most expensive language on there, the language model on there. And that's because it's super crispy good. It is good. So I had a couple of videos out this week, kind of was showing you guys the power of it and stuff like that. But my challenge was, and I could not be authentic in who I am. I think a lot of people say, "Oh, you're an affiliate for AppSumo. You're affiliate." Dude, I'm an affiliate for a lot of people, right? So I'm just not an affiliate for AppSumo. I'm affiliate for a lot of people. AppSumo just happens to be one of the affiliates that I am for, right? And I will do sponsored videos for AppSumo every now and then. And I normally let you guys know, hey, this is a sponsored video by AppSumo. But when I go to select things from AppSumo, and I want to make this clear, very clear, when I go and I look for tools, that's for me to pull them off the shelf to let you guys know, hey, I'm pulling this off the shelf. I want to take a look at this, but these are some of the ones that I'm going to be looking at. Has nothing to do with AppSumo. When I pull tools off, I'm doing some digital hacks on the back end, trying to put them into hack packs because that's what I do. That's kind of where I've made my mark. So because I'm an affiliate for AppSumo, I'm an affiliate, like I said, for everyone, but I'm not a corporate man. I run my own show, right? This is my own thing. So what happened with that is a lot of people say, "Oh, you're just doing this." No, it's a pretty darn good tool, right? But then my community is like, "Hey, dude, you might want to check into. They got some other stuff going on. I think a person was there. I don't have all the details, but they said another person was there. That's part of their team. Now they're part of this team. So good luck because they may ghost you. I don't know that, right? So in fairness, I was like, all right. I start checking in with the, with some peeps there, the Q&A team and stuff like that. I assume I was like, hey, dude, what's up? Y'all can't have me out here in these streets, right? With my name attached to a tool that I'm recommending to the people. And then they're like, dude, hey, we're good. We checked them out. We triple checked them, double vetted them and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, well, that's cool. So I'll still ride with them. So I put out another video, right? The problem was I told them, hey, man, they got to respond to all these people asking about these allegations. They're allegations. And I think people just wanted to feel warm and fuzzy about it. And here's the reason why. People wanted to feel warm and fuzzy about it because, dude, dollars are tight, right? That's the last thing. And then the best tier to get on there was tier 4, which is the most expensive one, which I think is like 400 and something. So I had the most expensive one, right? And I was like, nah, dude. I was like, nah. They got to respond. And they told me, hey, they're going to respond. I was like, all right. I said, I'm going to give them basically to Friday to respond. And they did not respond. And so when they did not respond, even though it is a good tool, what I thought about, and this is me making my decision, not for you guys. I really, really like that tool. I saw what I can do with it. I can mix it with my Hero FM. I've started building some characters, some third-person characters. Some of you guys that follow me on LinkedIn probably see I'm building these third-person characters because I'm finding success with them. They had some celebrity voices in there. They had Donald Trump. They had um, Morgan Freeman. They had a couple of different celebrity voices in there, which I can't really get anywhere else. I struggled. I was trying to find the Donald Trump voice, and it looks like you can go into Jog.ai, you can kind of bootleg it and get the stuff out and get the voice out on the back end. So there's some things you can do, but this had it in there. This is the only tool that had it. So I really like the tool because I'm doing some audiobooks I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a lot on the audio side. So I was like, forget what everybody else is saying, forget all of that. What made me put it back on the shelf, right? What made me put it back on the shelf, and this is me just keeping it 100 with you guys. They were not of their word. They said that they would respond to those questions by the end of the week. Crickets. And I said, and this is what I said, this is me thinking, right? And I know you guys have been running with me, you guys have been rocking with me, and I don't want to take advantage of you guys, of me saying one thing. And I eat my own dog food. Everybody knows that. I always buy the tools that I talk about. If I'm talking about a tool, I'm buying it. I can show you any tool that I buy. I show it to you in my cart. I buy it. I'll buy every tool that I'm talking about. And by you guys using my link, you're supporting the channel for me to continue to come back and share with you and all that. So I felt that they let me down because I let you guys down, because I wanted to come back and say, hey man, they're good, they're clean, blah, blah, blah. what I started to think about, this is me and my calculation, and you guys know I love the intrinsic value of these types of tools. What I did was I went back and I said, okay, I'm already subscribed to um, 11 Labs because I do a lot of audio work. What I was trying to do was either lower my subscription at 11 Labs or just remove 11 Labs altogether. And so I thought I can do that with this tool. Because if you guys remember me, I had SpeechKey. SpeechKey was kind of similar, but SpeechKey was really good too, right? And then SpeechKey, right after they weren't even on AppSumo, they hadn't even left AppSumo a year, and then they were gone. And I was dramatically disappointed because again, I'm starting this whole audiobook library. So SpeechKey, this kind of reminds me of SpeechKey. The problem with SpeechKey is SpeechKey was out there. They didn't have all these other models. They definitely didn't have Mini Max, which is this fabulous model that VoiSpark have. And then SpeechKey is like, hey, we're done. We're out of business. We're ghost. I was like, wait, what? You can't just come here and then less than 6 months, 8 months later, you're out of business. So AppSumo took it on the chin for that, because I don't even think they were gone for a year. So anybody that had that, I think you get at least 50% if you don't have the plus. But then if you get the plus, they try to make you whole with the points. People get caught up on that. Oh, they're not going to give you your money back. No, they're not going to give you your money back. You're going to get points. It costs money. If you're in business, you know it costs money to give the money back, because if you're doing refunds and stuff like that, it's another cost that you have to take it on the chin for. So I'd rather have you retain you as a customer. I'd rather give you coupons or something. If you know business, you'll know they just give you your credit, your money back on that. So as far as credit, I don't even want to get into that. My point is, when I started doing the math on my 11 Labs, I said, in order for me to break even on VoiSpark, that means that VoiSpark needs to last me at least 24, 25 months in order for me to break even. So this is me doing my math in my head. In order for me to break even, I had to at least have VoiSpark for at least 25 months. Where I started getting some reservations from was I started getting the same things started happening with I started having these thoughts of SpeechKey. I started having these thoughts of all these other text-to-speech things started coming out. They all started to come out. I just started to have all this history of all these other text-to-speech tools that I bought, that they are gone, like gone. It was another one, I can't remember. They did the podcast one. They were gone. And I started having these, where that started to resonate with me was when they stopped answering the questions, right? When someone called them out on, hey, weren't you guys here before, whatever, somebody started calling them out on it and they never responded. And it's been up there for like, I don't know, the last week since Monday, they haven't said one thing about it. And to me, I'm like, okay, that's fine and dandy while you're still on AppSumo. But when you leave AppSumo, you're letting me know this is how you're going to treat me. And you're in Hong Kong. I think, are they in Hong Kong or Singapore? They're overseas, right? And I started getting these reservations like, man, I'm going to part with $400. I can just continue my 11 Labs. They are the 50,000 pound gorilla. And if I'm going to still use voices, which I am using a lot of voices, and I said, I'll take my chances with just continuing it. So that's the truth. And you guys know me. And like, again, I just want to keep it 100 with you guys. I don't want anybody going in these little Facebook rooms or whatever, man. Jenny's just pushing this. No, it's a really good tool. The problem is I take support into account as well. And that's the tool is awesome. I love the tool. But I didn't feel good about, if I can at least if you'd have been responded, that would have gave me the faith and confidence, because I needed to at least have it for 2 years to be able to break even. That was me. And so, yeah, so that's thoughts, comments, concerns that you guys have with that. LTDs are more likely to decline over time. We have scars. If vols start slow, odds are it won't get any better. That's just facts. It's just like, also, you have to think about this, right? As much as I I wanted this tool to work. There are certain tools you just want to work, so you turn a blind eye and say, I really need this to do this and do that. I don't think I could have recouped my costs if they would have went out of business or they stopped responding in the next 2 years. I would have felt really, really mad, right? And I would have felt betrayed because I was told that they were good to go, right? And I don't know. All of these things could possibly happen. What's up, Big Kev? All these things could possibly happen. I just don't know. So for those reasons, I was out, right? And again, when I told you it was a good tool, it was a good tool. I had it. I was kicking the tires like, man, this is nice. You can do this, you can do that. It's the support that got me. Now that's me. I'm not discouraging anyone else to not get it. Have you seen the other tool called BestEver? Yeah. So here's my deal with BestEver, right? And we'll talk about that. So let me write that down here. So BestEver, we'll come back to that. All right. I think you guys have been trying. Have I ever heard of a tool called? I look at all the tools, man. I at least try to, Jonathan. So yeah. So part of my FOMO show is I kind of go back, look at some of the tools that are released over the month or the last 4 or 5 weeks, kind of look at them and things of that nature. So that's all I'm gonna say about VoiSpark, right? If things change, it'll take a lot to convince me. It'll take a lot, right? Because once I'm off you, and it's almost like being on Shark Tank. Once I say I'm out, right? And I don't have a problem using 11 Labs. I just thought it was a way I can say, hey, well, I can do this. What I found also is my 11 Labs credits go a lot further. And I think you have to think of these tools that are buying wholesale credits from putting their wrapper on it, putting a tool around it. They're buying these credits wholesale. How long can you buy? What kind of funding do you have to buy credits wholesale to give to a lifetime deal that lasts in perpetuity, right? You can actually do the thing with ChatGPT. You can actually do your own calculation and figure out how long can this actually last, right? That's why you'll see they'll really be tight on the credits. But it's like if I go to the source, if I just go to 11 Labs, credits not even as close. You're charging me 3 times as much on your markup of your credits. So that's what you have to be when you're looking at these types of tools. You have to look at, okay, is this a wrapper? Is this a really genuine business business model that I can be around, I can survive on? So no more questions on VoiSpark. If you missed it, you got to go back, listen to the replay. I already kind of explained to you guys on that. All right, so let's move forward. Everybody's good? So does that make sense, C-Store? Does that make sense, Carlos? Does that make sense, Kev's World? These guys are in my private community. They already know. I kind of explained a little bit to them already. I just want to make sure that they know. Courtney is there whenever he shows up. Whenever he shows up, he's there. All right, so enough on that. All right, so let's finish on the FOMO show, right? So now let's talk about I'll do BestEver first because I wanted to talk about a couple of them. So you guys can see a video from me for BestEver, right? So here's what I'm thinking, right? And here's what I'm gonna say, right? All right. So Jonathan, since you brought up BestEver, because there's a couple of others I want to bring up, but I think people are probably wondering, man, why didn't you never talk about BestEver? Let me give you a couple of reasons, right? BestEver is I think it's very well put together. It just didn't interest me for one reason. I don't do ads. I just don't do ads. I'm more of an inbound marketing person, not more of an outbound marketing person. So I do a lot of video tools. I'll do a lot of blogging tools to kind of drive traffic organically. I just think that you really can't really get into ads until you have a dialed in product, right? And I still have my fishing pole in the water looking for these different products and services that I put out. But there's nothing against ads. I don't do it. I think I was a little disappointed to get in. I did pull it off the shelf and looked at it. I think I was a little disappointed that they only have LinkedIn ads and Meta ads. They didn't have YouTube ads, right? Or Google. So if I'm going to do ads, let's just call it what it is. If I'm going to do ads, it's going to more likely be YouTube or Google, right? And they didn't have either one, right? And then it's really taking, just doing the GCT ads and stuff like that. I have Jog AI. I got um, uh, Vadu video, or I got so many video tools. I have Seller Pick, right? I have so many tools that do all the things that they do. If you're adding ads with it, I don't do ads. So that's really the reason, Jonathan, why I didn't really look at BestEver. And I think it's a pretty decent tool if you do ads. If they would have had all of those other things there, and then they'd have like an agency plan where I can kind of come in and do some different things with my clients, and have and they may have this. I didn't stick around long enough to know, or maybe there's something they're working on. But if they would have had a workspace for my clients to see and white label and all that, and yeah, but then I don't do ads, right? So I wasn't gonna never really pick. I tried to do ads and wanted to even go back to ads. I just think ads are just they've gone up since I was doing ads have gone up about 65, 70% since I was doing ads. Can I go back in? I was like, boy, that's a lot. I didn't pay that when I first started. So ads have gone up. We guys have built Meta into an empire just off these ads, right? So I don't have any problems with it. I just that's the reason why I didn't do best ever. Are we good on that? I just wanted to make sure, right? And you guys are here. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up too. Don't forget, don't leave me out here. All right. So Frank, does that answer your question on not Frank, Jonathan, does that answer your question on best ever? I think best ever was a pretty decent tool. But again, if you're only doing LinkedIn and you're only doing Meta, I don't do ads on either one. To me, I'm like, and here's another reason why, right? Here's another reason why. The type of tools that I'm buying now, the type of tools, the type of tools that I'm buying now, I gotta see like immediate results because it's hard out here on these LTD streets. And the reason why I say that is because some tools are you're getting these emails, you wake up, oh, we regret to inform you. We really wanted to make it work. Like, dude, dude, you knew darn well this business model was bad from the beginning, right? And so now I'm looking at the bit. It's not the frenzy. When you go back 2 years ago, 2, 3 years, maybe 4 years ago, there was an appetite, man. We get like 15 new tools every Monday, 15, like that, boom, boom, boom. At least a minimum of 7 to 10. We're not getting that. So now I can slow down enough to say, all right, let me kick the tires on this. How is AI going to affect this tool a year from now, 2 years from now, right? And those are some of the things I'm starting to think about. And then I'm like, can this tool help me today? So I'm really looking at my tool selection very different. So if I would have bought Best Ever and I don't do ads, it's going to sit on the shelf. It is. It's going to sit on the shelf. So that's dollars that are not deployed, right? When I deploy my dollars, like someone brought up Sendr, right? When I deploy my dollars and I buy a Sendr, I know what I'm getting with Sendr, right? And I actually think a tool like Sendr I think Sendr is underappreciated for the power that they can do. Like using that tool specifically for what it does, it goes and it looks at LinkedIn. It involves you in these LinkedIn conversations and you're meeting people where they're at. It's like, oh, this guy gets it, right? Sendr is doing things that no one else is really doing, right? They're not taking your content, creating a customized page for you, creating unlimited landing pages. So the landing pages are going to have everybody's unique name on it. That's like going and doing. That's like, so let me give you an example. This is the best way I can describe Sendr. So have you ever been to a trade show? Let's say you go to a trade show and you go to a presentation. It says, hey, they're going to be doing a presentation at 2 o'clock over in the West Wing, right? I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. So you go there and all the people sit in the chairs, right? And say about 200 people show up, right? And there's all these just different breakout rooms, or you go to another room in a hotel and it says, hey, Jenny's going to be doing a breakout at 2 o'clock. I go in there and I do a presentation to 200 people, customized to all 200 people at once. So I'm calling I'm calling all 200 people by their name. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Peter. Hey, Sam. I saw this. I thought about you, blah, blah, blah. Click on the link below. My calendar, I put my calendar there if you want to have coffee, right? I use my LunaCal, set up a coffee calendar in LunaCal. By the way, we're going to talk about LunaCal as well. I'll bring that up. So I embed my LunaCal at the bottom, pick up my LunaCal, and you already know LunaCal has a whole nother ecosystem in it. So they may get there and it says, oh, this dude, this is not all he's doing. He's doing like this. He's doing A, B, and C. He's doing peanut butter, Skippy peanut butter. He's doing crunchy peanut butter. He's doing smooth peanut butter. He's doing grape jelly. He's doing apple jelly, and he's doing strawberry preserves. Oh, and he does milk and ice with ice water. They find all that out from just going to my landing page that I customized for them. I can assure you, Sendr is some underestimated power in that tool. Now, here's my disclaimer. You're not going to roll out of bed and try to put a Sendr together. You're just not. That's an overall strategy that you put together when you deploy Sendr. And I've seen people in the past who, man, you told me I can just do this and I can click one button and it goes here and run. No, you can't do that. But once you set that machine up, that's a powerful machine on LinkedIn. It's a LinkedIn beauty. So I just wanted to give you that, right? So I wanted to give you guys that. I think somebody brought up Sendr. Yeah, so no, I mean, I wanted to, I bought Sendr. So I wanted are there any questions on Sendr? A Sendr is take your time, build a nice little small portable landing page, one that's universal, that every single client that you offer something to. Let me tell you the power also in Sendr is you can set up your own domain name. So when you put the link on there, a person says, oh, well, this is their domain. They created this landing page just for me. So 200 people are saying they created this landing page just for me. If you can't get that, then I can't help you on that. That's crazy. So that was the thing. And then someone says, yeah, I was thinking about getting it specifically for ads. Problem I had with Sendr is how to automate the entire process. Maybe you can expand on that. I did try the tool, but I found I need to do a lot of legwork constantly to get it. That's the drawback. That's a fair statement, Jonathan. So what Jonathan is saying is, hey, listen, dude, I tried to deploy Sendr. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Sendr, I think I said that. I said you can't roll out of bed and use Sendr. You have to have Sendr is like putting a funnel together, right? And you will have to do some manual work, right? You will have to do some manual work, but you do manual work and you if I can tell you right now, you can get 250 leads a day, personalized leads, personalized, where you're calling people by their first name and stuff like that. That's just kind of where we're at. It's going to take a while to kind of set that system up. And what I noticed with a lot of some of the other tools and some of the other things, the workflow matters, right? So I've been using HeySummit a little bit more. The workflow, I love HeySummit, but the workflow is not easy for me. It's like, you're making it so easy, so difficult for me. And what I'm finding is with the tool that wants to give you everything, the Army Swiss knife, the workflow is just, it's like, come on, man. I should just be able to add water, man. Go to the microwave, press 2. It gives me 2 minutes and it's done. That's what I should be able to do. And I don't get that with some of these tools, but I think they want to give you all these different things. I think Sendr gives you so much, and you kind of roll up your sleeves with that. So let me help you guys out. And this is something that I would do. And if you're one of my coaching clients or something like that, so I always give free game every now and then when you guys show up. What I would do with a tool like a Sendr. So this is a tool like a Sendr or a new reply. I would do that busy work at night, right? I'm not gonna let you mess with my money. So I'm not gonna use my daylight hours trying to set up a Sendr funnel. I'll call it a Sendr funnel because you gotta move some things around and say, okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna burn valuable daylight hours trying to set up a Sendr. But at night, everybody's asleep, my wife's asleep, my kids are asleep or whatever, I'm working and tweaking my Sendr to do exactly what I needed to do. If you are a LinkedIn, if you use LinkedIn, I think it's worth it to set it up correctly. So that's what I'll say on that. It's nice. You do have to set it up. Once you set it up, once you set it up, then you're good to go. And now, because it's the value, because it's a valuable use of your time, you got to be super dialed in on the target market. You got to know who your avatar is. Don't just go in there and start throwing a whole bunch of people in there. No, these are people that I've researched. These are the top 100 people that if I can get their business, they're game changing to my business. So that's the kind of the way I would look at it. And the points cost a lot. So I wouldn't just be wasting it on people. I would really, that's a calculated play. It's a good play. It's a different tool. So wanted to give you guys that. What else I'm gonna talk about? Let's take a look. I wanted you guys to look at LunaCal because I don't think you guys looked at LunaCal in a while. So let's take a look at that. We talked about Best Ever already. I'm gonna talk about LunaCal, and then I'm gonna talk about Nome AI. I'm gonna talk about Dailora. I'm gonna talk about Gregoria. I'm gonna talk about some of these tools that I'd already talk about. All right, so we're good on that, right? Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Don't leave me out here. All right, so let's look at LunaCal, right? And this is something I wanted to, I don't think you guys, so the funny thing about LunaCal, right? The founder came on the show. If you didn't see that, try to find a video. And I started asking him, I says, dude, you have a lot of things you can do with this. Now, if you guys are not familiar with LunaCal, let me pull it up here. All right, so let's pull it up here. All right, so let me add it to the screen here. All right, let's get over here. All right. Let's look at LunaCal. It's funny because LunaCal has been here for a while, but they just went up on their price. And they only have 13 days left. So this thing has 65 star toggles. First of all, that's remarkable. I haven't seen that in a while in this era. When I say this era, meaning this year or the last year and a half, 65 taco reviews, right? The reason why is because they're trying to do something different. And so if you haven't seen LunaCal, me personally, I think I only picked up a tier 3. I don't think I picked up a tier 4. I'm not going to do anything with 30 licenses. I only got the tier 3 just in case. But, you're talking about a guy that has Traft, full stacked, and I just have calendars I'm good with. And I was having this conversation with one of my clients. I said, what do you think about this calendar? What do you think about that? I said, man, calendars used to be so valuable. They used to be so valuable before we had our own payment gateways. So before you can set up a Stripe page or before you can go and use one of your own payment gateways and stuff like that, calendars were valuable. Now calendars are kind of like, you've seen one calendar, you've seen them all. But LunaCal is onto something. So they're only going to be here another 13 days. So if you haven't seen LunaCal, you haven't seen my video, I did one with the founder and I actually kind of walked you guys through it. What has happened is LunaCal went from, what were they, 59? They were 39, I think. I think they were 30. I think they went up like $10, 49. I think they went up. I think LunaCal went up, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at you guys got any questions about LunaCal? Or have you guys seen what they've done since they've been here, right? And was talking to the founder, and he's like, "Yeah." We said, "Hey, can you do this? Can you add this? Can you add that?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll see. We can see." They went out and did it. Those are the things that impress me. If a founder tells you they're going to do something, then they go out and do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm impressed, right? So let me log into my. Hold on, let me log into my. Wait a minute. Let me log into my LunaCal. Give me a second here. I gotta. Hold on. Stand by, guys. All right, so let's go into LunaCal. So give me a second. Log into my LunaCal here. You guys got any questions on LunaCal? What other tools you guys want me to talk about that I have or that I can talk about or I've seen? Let me hold on, I'm trying to log into. Hold on, let me see. All right. So this is my LunaCal. Hold on. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can see it. All right. So let me do this. Hold on. This is kind of tricky. So edit booking page. All right. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So let me zoom it in here. All right. So this is what I like about this particular tool. You can have these widgets, right? You can say, hey, here's my YouTube videos. Here's about me. Here's about the company. Here's testimonials and stuff like that. So they've added audio, which I'm okay with it because it's really and I think it's easier for them to do to just to take the API. So they've added these different things, but this is the one that's going to be a game changer. They added an iframe. An iframe is coming, right? So they've added an iframe. Iframe's coming. They added an audio. So these are widgets, meaning that if I have an audio here, I can add an audio widget here, and then I can put in my Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. So that's just one of the widgets that they added, right? So then you can come here and you can do like a form, right? So they have Typeform and then Google Form. So what I'm trying to tell you is they're on to something. This is magical. Now, what I like about this, right? You can take this, you can swap those two out or something like that. That's if that's something that you wanted to do, right? But you can put your YouTube video here. This is one of my YouTube videos. Here's the power in what this tool does and the reason why I like it. If I embed this, like if I embed this on a Sendr, it gives you the other stuff too. So even though I may be contacting you about something else, you can get there. And I think they're also going to add like some stores, like some checkouts and stuff, right? I think they said they're going to add so people can pay for stuff here and so on and so forth. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I'll talk about the Qolaba. I'll talk about that. GoBrunch. I haven't gotten into the GoBrunch, man. I haven't even seen it. We'll probably go into that today together. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, or maybe it's something I gotta buy. I don't know. I gotta see. I'm gonna take a look at it. But so yeah, this is the LunaCal, and it has you can do a multi, so basically you can set them up for your clients. or you can have a little white label going on. You can do that. I don't think they I don't think it's the best white label, but I definitely think you could resell it as part of a package. So, which I can appreciate. Any company that's giving me the ability to try to make money off a lifetime deal or sunken costs. So that I do appreciate. So then this is LunaCal. Again, LunaCal is only going to be here. They can only be here for another 13 days. Now, I'm trying to get LunaCal and Dailora together, right? Trying to get them in bed together, right? Not anything crazy, but like I said, I want them to connect their API and then connect my Dailora up to my LunaCal. I'm working on that. So give me some time. Give me some time. But yeah, that was what I did. And then, like I said, I mean, you can get away with a tier 2 on this if you wanted to. That's just if you wanted to. And if you don't have a feature calendar, I think that would be um, good to do as well. So I just wanted to talk about it because they are making some changes and they are leaving soon. Right. So again, this is the FOMO show. Talked about best ever, talked about LunaCal. Um, yeah, yeah, Luna's done some things. I think if you can embed a Luna, it speaks volumes, right? When you embed Luna, Luna's nice. Luna's nice. Um, so I because you could upsell from there, right? People say, "Oh, I didn't know you did this. I saw on your calendar you can do this." And they also have the sneakiest and the freakiest and the nicest calendar embed inside of an email. It's really nice, clean. I've never seen anything like that before. So their embed inside of an email is nice. You've never seen that before. You might have to catch a video to see what they do there, but I think it's very nice. So LunaCal is definitely a winner. And again, they have what? They have 65 tacos, 65-star tacos or 5 tacos. That's crazy. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's sick. And it's a really good tool. It's a really good tool. All right. So Qolaba, right? So is Qolaba still here? Is it still here? Let's see. Let me see if it's still here. Qolaba still here? I don't think Qolaba still here. Man, you got me talking about stuff. Oh, Qolaba. Did I say Qolabo? So all right, so let's are we here? Yeah, let's do this. All right. So is it still no? Is it there? No, I think it's still. Is it still there? Is it still there? Oh, it's sold out. Oh, it just left. I think somebody else had asked me, was, hey, what about? I was like, I just left. Yeah, I don't. So the reason why I got this tool, right? Just so you know, the reason why I got this tool, because it has all the models in it. It had all the models and all the top models, right? And I really liked that they gave me that variation. As hey, you can get this model, or you can get this model, you can get that. But they gave me top models, which I can appreciate. And something else that they did. Um, oh, they have where you can do. They have their own. They created their own social media thing, so you can create social media posts within there. Yeah, so they did some really sneaky stuff with that. The QLab I thought was pretty decent. And I'm into these tools, right? I'm into these tools because I think that's kind of where we're at, right? It's kind of the things we're doing. So yeah. So talk about that. I don't know about the like I said, I haven't been able to get a chance to speak to Richard about GoBrunch. So I don't really want to talk on that. Let me see. Did he do anything? Let me see if I can see it, or do I have to buy anything? Let me see. Um, let me see what they have. Let me see if he added something. Let me log in. Hmm. So I'm looking at GoBrunch. You said he added something? Yeah, so they added something in Go. Let me see. Let me just see if I could see anything. Give me a second here. I'll pull it up here. Let me go here. So let me see. So hold on. I don't want to communities. Oh, they added something different here. So hold on. Let me give it a second. Hold on. This room. Yeah, they added something. I don't know what they added. Does anybody? I thought they added something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know what they added. Oh, let's take a look at it here. Let me switch to the screen. You guys can take a look at it here. So I don't know exactly what they added. As you can look here. Oh, let me add this to the screen. Oh, it's there. Yeah, they added something. And I see here this new tab here is communities. So I think there's this community tab here. You click on that. And I think you have members, you have view community links, invite a new. So I think they did something here. And I have to get with Richard. We've been playing kind of email tag, but I think he wanted to show me, kind of walk me through it. So yeah, I'm not really sure of what they did. I'm not sure what they did. Yeah. I don't know what they did on that one. So sorry about that. Sorry, I couldn't be too much more help. Communities and paywall. Yeah, so there's a paywall, but even when I go here, when I go this room, maybe I go room settings. So that's just communities. Communities linked to this room. Oh yeah, I gotta dig into this. I think we might be onto something here. Yeah, so it says communities linked to this room. So it appears as though you can have a room here, but then you can have communities here, and people would have to pay to get access to the different communities. Yeah, I think you can do that. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is. Here it is. Stripe paid access. So people would have to when you create up your community, you have to put your paid Stripe access on there. I don't know how much additional that is. GoBrunch manual emails or Stripe paid access. I see what you're doing, Richard. I see you, Richard. Richard, if you chime into this, leave us a comment or leave me a comment on the below. But that's what they're doing there. I think I might be able to do some damage with this. I like that. This is a welcome addition. What do you guys think about that? Let's see what we're seeing here in the room here. Launched a community membership feature, now live for all of you who believed in us. Is that you, Richard? That ain't Richard. GoBrunch is the first platform that brings video collaboration plus community. What is it? Oh, somebody getting that plug in there. Plus community building together all in one place. They're not lying. They're not lying. If you stumble upon, you could really, to me, I always thought this was a piece that I applaud you. I don't have no applaud thing. I don't know how to set up my applause, but I applaud you. Who is that? Who's Loadfo? Who is that? Let me just run it on my identify yourself. Identify. Who are you, Lodo? Who are you? Loadfo. Yeah, identify yourself. Is that Richard? That's not Richard. No, that's not who Richard. Is that you? So this is what I'm gonna say. They were missing this. This makes them a gold standard. This makes them a gold standard because this is what they were missing. This is what they were missing. I like that. Now I got to spend my weekend digging into this. Okay. All right. I see you, GoBrunch. If you guys haven't picked up GoBrunch, you know I got to plug GoBrunch if it's here. I think GoBrunch is still here. Yeah, GoBrunch is still here. What is the price now? Tier 3 costs you $269, 600 events, transaction fees. Oh, they added transaction fees. Okay. All right. No, I thought they've always had transaction fees. YouTube watching. Yeah. Unlimited members. This is what you want. If you're gonna do this, this is what you want right here. You want this tier 3, baby. That's what you want. YouTube watching. I have no idea what YouTube watching. I have no idea what that means. All right. So yeah, so no, this is a game changer. I get okay. All right, I see you, GoBrunch. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's kind of all they were really missing. And they got it. And he says, for all of you who did not believe in us, the first platform there, that I'm not gonna lie. What do you guys think about that? I just showed it to you. I just showed it to you guys. What do you guys think? I think that's good. I'm gonna deploy that puppy, right? I'm gonna deploy that. I can appreciate that. I like it. What do you guys think about Big Kev? What do you think about that? Term for GoBrunch, communities, and paywall. Yeah, they got it. So you got to hook up your Stripe. Got to have Stripe, obviously. I think if you're in a country that don't have Stripe, that might be a challenge for you. All right, what is the difference between GoBrunch and HeySummit? Wait, so you need to identify yourself. I'm not going to answer any more questions from you. I don't know who you are. I need to know. So you asked what's the difference? Because I was going to bring up something with HeySummit and GoBrunch. So who are you? Who's LoadFo? Better identify yourself. You're not even a member of the channel, man. Come on, man. What we doing? All right. So let me know who you are and I'll answer that question for you. Or are you part of the GoBrunch team? You're not Richard because you would have said something. And that's not Richard's. So yeah, so I think, listen, we've had multiple debates about GoBrunch having a way to close a back door. And it's funny, I was talking to one of my clients where he says, you think I can use GoBrunch for that? I said, you could, right? And this is so funny, right? And if Richard was here, he'd probably laugh if it is Richard or whatever. But imagine, oh, you're a YouTube member. Okay, all right. But yeah, you're talking about believe in us. He said, who didn't believe in us? Now live for all of you who believed in us. Yeah, believe in us. Who is that? I don't know who that is. All right. So the funny thing is, right before this is so funny, right? I said, hey man, if you go at GoBrunch, man, that's like being in a hospital and they only give you the gown for the front. They don't give you the gown for the back. It's kind of funny, but I said, imagine you said, I said, so you're going to go launch your application and you want to get people involved, but you're going to the hospital. They only give you the front of a gown. So you know the front of the gown, but it leaves the back door open. That's what I thought. That's what I thought GoBrunch did. I thought they kind of they left ways for people to get in. So you couldn't totally lock it down like you really, really wanted to. I think by getting that communities, that locks that baby down. I think he just reposted that from AppSumo page where Richard put an update. I think he just reposted that. Oh, okay. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't know what that was like. What is that about? No, so yeah, I remember Richard telling me, he says, Jenny, we're going to do this. I'm like, no, you're not. No, they did it. And I think that's a game changer. Let me tell you the reason why, right? So let me give you a hack. You guys want a hack? Let me know who wants a hack. Who's leaving? I want to make sure people leave. I want to make sure people leave because I just came up with a hack like that. Man, getting crazy. You guys are killing me. Got about 30 more minutes here. Yes, GoBrunch. Yeah, so I believed in you because I bought full stack from the J1 because it gives you it gives you the unique immersive experience. That's what it gives you. So thanks, Jonathan, for letting me know that. Yeah. So do you guys want a hack? You guys want a quick hack? Tell me you guys want a quick hack. Tell me you guys want a quick hack. And this is some juice, right? I would only reserve this. I would only reserve this for my true subscriber fans that's been running with me. But I'm going to give you guys a juicy hack. You guys ready? You guys are not ready. Nobody said anything. Tom's like, hack me, man. Hack me. Hack time, man. Hack time. So listen. All right. Who else? I only got one person wants to hack. Who else? The juice is coming. You guys know what happens once we start the juice. All right. So here we go. All right. So this is the juice, right? All right. So listen. So some of you guys, I'll just tell you. Close the curtains everywhere. Yeah, close the curtains. Close the curtains. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. So, all right. So, hear me out. All right. So, there's this deal. Let me see. Hold on. Can't give you guys all my juice, man. Give you guys all my juice. Can't give you guys all my juice, man. Let me give you some juice, though. All right. Let me show it to you. You guys ready for it? All right, let me show it to you. Listen. You guys want the blue light special? I was going to charge people for this. I promise you I was going to charge people for this. I still might. I don't know. I'm probably not going to give you the exact blueprint, but let me show you the blue light special. All right. So let me show you guys the blue light special, right? All right, here we go. Now, so what I'm starting to notice, right? What I'm starting to notice. So what I'm starting to notice in our new economy, and so here's what I'll say, and a lot of people know this, right? Definitely people have been running with me, definitely people in my community, definitely people that show up to my live chats and stuff like that. How do I say this? So ebooks are dead, right? So ebooks are version 1, right? Or digital marketing 1.0. Those ebooks, give people ebooks and all that stuff. So we already talked about that, right? So now what you could do, right? You can go, let me give you another tool. I'm going to show it to you. Don't be out there buying tools from AppSumo, not using my codes. I'm about to give you guys this juice. So I'm going to give you this juice. So just hold on. So let me show you, because this came up out of nowhere. So let me see if let me get to it. So hold on, let me see. I'm going to show you I'm going to show it to you. So just settle down, people. Settle down. Let me see. Where's it at? I'm giving, this is free game. I normally don't do the free game. I just don't. Because it'd be taking me a while to think of these things. But I just got this for the GoBrunch. I think you can still do this. I think you can do it with the GoBrunch, or I'm going to give you the other tool. I know a lot of people probably didn't get the other tool, but I'll still tell you what the other tool is. Give me a second. Let me show you. I got to show you, you guys, man. You guys are getting all my juice. All of my juice. You guys be tricking me. Hey, Jenny, give us the juice, but I'm not going to use your code. I'm like, wait, what? You're not going to use my code? What are we doing? All right. So it's like, man, hey, stop it, Jenny. Stop. Stop, Jenny. All right. Hold on. What did I do with it? Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. I had to change. A minute. Can't find it. Oh, here it is. You guys tried to trick me. You guys tried to trick me, didn't you? You didn't think I was going to find it because I didn't expect to do this. Sorry. Let's go here. Like this. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so let me show you. What are the questions? Any Jenny Juice is not just for breakfast anymore. This guy, man. It's all right. So let me hold on. So I'm gonna give you the original, but now we just added some extra juice. Anybody ever been to like you wake up from you got a hotel room or you at a conference and then they have the juice where you can mix the orange juice with the cranberry juice. I'm gonna mix this with the cranberry juice. That's good. Orange juice and cranberry juice. All right. All right. So just work with me here. This is funny. Uh, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to mix it live, man. We're mixing juice live. So just give me a second here. What was it? Um, oh, here it is right here. All right. So let me give you the, this is so funny. All right. So let's do it here. Let's do it. They want it. Yeah, I'm giving you guys the blue light special. If this is really good, I'm gonna put this behind for my members only. So you guys let me know. I want you guys to let me know. What's up, Magni? Magni Leadership Accelerator. You guys need to follow that guy, man. Check him out. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. This is so funny. All right. All right. So let me show you. Let me show you the play, right? Because I got to show you the play. All right. So this is not a full detail one or nothing like that. But so here we go. Here it is right here. Darn it. Let me go back. And I don't hear these comments. Jenny, you know, I didn't know I was going to show you guys this play. So I'm not even going to lie to you. I would be lying to you. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't think I was going to show you this play, but I'm going to show you the play. All right. So, man, the other one's not working the way I want it to work. Crap. All right. So we'll just do this. I'll just show you guys. I'll give you the vision of it. So I'll give you the vision. All right. So, all right. So you guys ready? All right. So let's do it. All right. So this is the blue light special, right? So let me give it to you. Let me give you the blue light special. I'm gonna put this behind the wall, man. I'm about to show you guys what I'm about to show you guys. All right. So the way the blue light special is, right? So those of you who are old enough to remember, right? And I don't know, Kev, you can let me know. I don't know if they used to have a Kmart in the UK. I don't know if they did or not. But out here in the US, they used to have this store called Kmart, right? And Kmart, they would have, if they're doing a special or if they have a sales in the women's area or the cologne area or the shoes, what they would do is a light comes on and says, hey, we're having a blue light special from now for the next 20 minutes or for the next hour. Come over to wherever you see the blue light and get the special of the day, right? Come get the special of the day, right? So is anybody, you guys comment below. Let me know if you guys remember that. So add some pineapple. Yeah, pineapple juice is good, right? So tell me if you guys remember that, right? So you guys remember that. So you're shopping and it says, hey, blue light special is going on now. Find the blue light, go over to the blue light where you get the special at, right? I was in Kmart when they announced Elvis's death. Oh, this guy, come on, man, don't put a damper on it, right? Don't put a damper on it. So anyway, so you go there and they have this blue light just spinning, right? So that's how I came up with this blue light special, is because the new, let's say we did do a ebook, right? Ebooks are so dated. No one ever read them. I've downloaded, I have a folder full of ebooks. I wish I can show you guys here. It has nothing but ebooks. I have like 300 ebooks in it. Because people are like, hey, download my free ebook, download my free ebook. I got 300 ebooks in there. I never really opened up one. Some of them I opened up, I was like, I kind of like this, kind of like that, but I never read it front to back. So the new way of doing a blue light special is you have, again, I use inbound marketing. Someone comes there, someone comes to your, you can say download. You don't have to say download a new ebook. You can just say, hey, if you want more information, click here on the link and get that information, right? Now we ain't got our store or had them special. So I'm about to give you game, right? So this is the reason why you're going to understand why it's called a blue light special. So if you're doing a LinkedIn or you're doing a YouTube or a Facebook or something like that, you can say, hey, if you want more information, there's 10 steps to make this work, right? I'm gonna give you first 5 steps, or I'm gonna give you the first 3 steps, right? And if you want the rest of the steps, you got to click on the link below. It's free. It won't cost you anything else, right? So again, so what happens is a person comes there, right? And a person goes here. So let me share this screen. So they go to this landing page, right? So it says, hey, you want a getting started guide with YouTube, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? So person's going through, right? Person's going through the YouTube, things of that nature, right? Hey, create this basics, conclusion, blah, 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 right? Can you guys see this? Let me see. Did I get there? Oh, it's still going. All right, cool. You guys can see it. So then the person says, all right, so let me click on the next tab, right? And you're just giving free game. Click on the next tab. He says, hey, these are some of the alumni students, blah, blah, blah. This is what we're doing here. We're trying to grow people, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? And you get here, person says, man, this is really interesting, right? Person gets here. It says, what are we doing? Say, hey, man, if you want the rest of the game, then you click here, right? And you can unlock it. You can unlock it with your first name and your email. That will unlock it for you. The power in this tool is it does an email verification. As soon as they give you their email, so somebody can say, oh, I can just put Joe Smo and unlock it. No, you can't. This is going to verify the email. So that's one game. So it gives you that, verifies the email. It then verifies the email. Then you take them on. And so then when they get to the last tab, you say, hey, if you want to know more, then you invite them to the blue light special. When you invite them to the blue light special, you bring them here to your ventures. So you bring them to your ventures. What are you bringing them to? A ventures community. I know I messed you up, but you would bring them to a paywall that they would pay to get access, or they would pay to say, hey, let me get your course, or they pay to get your course. And he says, oh, by the way, if you want the blue light special, you can get that inside the community. So now getting someone into your community, and then that's where you unlock a lot more of your value. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I like the ventures is because I can build everything in here. And that was the reason when I was talking about ventures when I was here, and I kept telling people, hey, get the ventures. The reason why you wanted to get a ventures is because you know, everybody's using a school now, the SKOOL, they're using school, they're using Circle and all that. Nah, you can get a Ventures one-time cost. When it was here, I think it was like $99. And I kept telling people, because I remember when they were $30. I said, hey, get this tool. Then they raised it to $99. The reason why you want to get it is because it gave you everything. It gave you your own built-in community. You don't need Facebook and all that other stuff anymore. This is the blue light special. So when you go in there, so if you look at mine, how many do I have here? Right. And all these are their landing page. These are community access. So these are micro communities from guess where? My subpage. So I don't need to give you anything to download. We're out of the download business. All I got to do is just get you engaged in my activities and the things that I'm doing. That, my friends, is the blue light special. But what I like it more about it is now I can take you into an immersive experience here. And then I have the communities here and I can upsell you from here. Listen, you can say what you want to say, but GoBrunch has just changed the game. Now, good for you and lucky for you is both tools are still available while they're still here. GoBrunch and Subpage. So let's take a look at Subpage, which I think is the most. Subpage is in my top 5 tools of this year, no doubt. So Subpage is still here. So use my link. If you don't have my link, go to one of my, go to any one of my videos and look in the first comments. You'll see my link. That's my universal link. You can use that or you can just save it. But if you're going to do it, you're going to want it. Subpage is in my top 5 tools of this year. And there's been a lot of tools, but Subpage is my number 1 because it takes all the guesswork out. You don't really have to build a landing page. You can just build a subpage, short for subscriber page. You get subscribers from these pages, right? And so did you guys like that? You guys did you guys catch that? I don't think you guys caught that. Because what you're doing is you're building micro communities. So if you used a GoBrunch, you can go bananas. Subpage with a GoBrunch community access on the back end, that, my friends, is the blue light special. So Ventures is gone, but Subpage is still here. Now, this is your play, right? Let me tell you what your play is, right? Got to find my link. Those who have my link, I'll post it in here. I think I can find it here. Hold on. What do you guys think about that? No? Yes? Maybe so? No? Huh? Nobody say anything. Guess I didn't like it. So that's my generic link. Oh my God, that is fire. Right. So I appreciate that, man. I give me some love or something. Because to think about it, right? To think about it is what you do is you really, if you wanted to make some money this weekend, right? All you need is a subpage. And if you already have GoBrunch, use your GoBrunch. And you set your funnel up with your subpage and your GoBrunch. Let me tell you to play on when you buy Subpage. So you don't need a landing page. You don't need all that. What you do need is people interested in what it is you have to share. You got to have that, right? This is the play on the Subpage, right? And this is very important. So please hear me out. Nobody said anything. Only Big Kev. You the only one liked it? C-Store. I know he didn't like it. C-Store's like, I don't like it, man. Who else? Magni, Tom. What about Tom? You asked for the juice. Is that good juice? Yeah, man, you guys ain't even with me. Y'all not with me. Y'all going to sleep. All right. So this is your play. And I'm telling you, this is Subpage. The link's there. Go click on that link and go to Subpage. Here's the play. You're going to do 5 orgs. You're going to do tier 5, plan 5, $345. You're going to do 100 orgs. When you say, what's 100 orgs? That's 100 domains. The reason why you want to do 100 domains is because you can have different offerings, right? So the one I showed you earlier is for my YouTube. I got 100K habits. I got a couple of them, right? So part of my digital real estate masterclass, which is coming up I keep wanting to put up my my wait page, my wait list, because time is just flying. So I got to put that up. So you guys remind me before we get off here, I got to put up my digital real estate masterclass. You want 100 orgs. You want, so this is what you're going to get. You're going to get 100 orgs. You're going to spend $345. And the reason why you want 100 orgs is because inside of, where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, here it is right here. Inside the back of Subpage, you have these organizations, right? And you can set up 100, you can set up 100 different pages with 100 different domains. You can set these up for your clients or you can set them up for yourself, but you want 100 landing pages. You're going to at least use about 10. And if you use 10 of those, you can go and then you set up your GoBrunch. You set up different ones for different of the communities. You can literally be done with this. That, I mean, and the strategy is really, you're building micro communities. You're building micro communities. That's what you're doing. You're building. So when you build micro communities, that's the one-to-many strategy. So now your coaching is not one-on-one coaching. You're never going to make six figures doing one-on-one coaching unless you just have a premium service. Hey, I charge $400 per appointment. Okay, you can get to six figures. But if you're not, you're trying to be reasonable with people. Say, hey, you know, I coach in cohorts. I coach in groups. You can get to six figures that way because you just make it up in volume. But how you make it up in volume, you need micro communities. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's the micro community strategy, and that's the reason why I said when I first thought of the blueprint, when I first thought of the special, is I'm doing mines right here, but I did all mines right. I did all mines with the ventures, because ventures builds everything in it. I mean, everything, email, everything. People get my products. I have different products here that people can do. I have the 100K habits, something I created. That's a $200 setup package that I did. It is awesome. It just, for people to make 100K, I know the actual formula that people need to make 100K. I already know it, right? And so what I did was I went ahead and created something called 100K habits. So that'll be coming to you guys as well. And you guys know I keep my prices on very reasonable and all that other stuff. So I got 100K habits coming up, and I have the digital real estate masterclass coming up, and I have the YouTube masterclass coming up. So all of those, I'm taking my time because I really want to put my best work out. So the digital real estate masterclass, that's done. I did it last year. I've been doing it for the last 3 years, but I'm adding some new elements to it this year. So that's going to have so much more juice in it. All right. So any quick questions? You guys good? Monthly subscriber charge for community. Of course, you're going to do a monthly subscriber charge. You're not going to kill people though, right? You're not going to kill people in the monthly subscriber. Matter of fact, you can do a monthly subscription for $5, $10 or something like that. You get the volume in there, and then you use your lap growth and do the affiliate on it that you guys didn't buy, that I told you guys to buy, which was one of my top tools. Told you guys, right? Where's it at? Let's see. Is it in here? Did I change it? I think they changed it. So yeah, you want to charge a monthly subscription. Yeah, you want to charge a monthly subscription. Yeah, you want to charge a monthly subscription. How does the ventures community look for the inside? I thought that just showed JJ stays with the juice. A lot of content for a bunch of communities. So when you say a lot of content for a bunch of communities, tell me what you mean, right? So because you guys kill me, right? And people be, oh, I can't do that. It's just no, it's not a bunch of content for a bunch of communities. Stop, man. Stop that. Stop. It's funny, and I'm not coming down on you. What I'm basically saying is, don't be afraid to make money, right? Don't be afraid to make money. And it's not a lot of content per se, right? Remove this here. So you don't, the way you build it is, right? The way you build your communities is you build your communities so that they're self-sustaining, right? And you show up once, twice a week or something like that. And nobody's saying you have to build, nobody's saying you have to build 100 communities. Nobody's saying that. You can manage, if you can manage 3 communities showing up 3 days a week, you show up one day, you're in one community, you show up another day, you're in another community, you show up another. And how do I know? I'm managing 5 communities right now. So I'm managing 5 communities and I'm on YouTube, give you guys your juice. And, I have 5 different YouTube channels. So don't tell me if you're afraid of work, then you tell your age, right? And the reason why I say that is because I'm almost 60. We always were. I've been working all my life. So I'm not afraid of rolling up the sleeves and working. And I don't want to disrespect you and say you don't work. What I want to say to you is you either want to make money or you don't. And you're not going to roll out of bed and set up 5 communities. You're going to set up one community. You're going to have it well oiled. Then you're going to look for ambassadors of that community. They're going to run that community for you while you establish your next community. Right. And then you pop in every now and then, or you do a live or something like that. Tom, I did that already. Thomas, come on, man. You got it. Come on, man. We already looked into the community. I'll go back into it. But it's not really, the communities are the same. They just put a gateway on the front of them. So they're no different. So the community contents are related. They could be, or it just depends on your discipline. So for example, right, you can do one community, let's say you're in digital marketing or whatever. I don't know. You can have 5 different digital marketing communities if you want to. I would not do that. I don't recommend that. What I'm saying is you could have communities with different disciplines and just manage each one, right? And so for anybody, and I will tell you right now, for anybody that's afraid of content in an AI age, I got bad news for you, right? You're barking up the wrong tree because you can subscribe to Perplexity, you can go to GenSpark, content is easy now. Content used to be a challenge. Content's autopilot now. That's autopilot now. So I'll show the community one more time, right? I think we went there. It's no different, right? So it's really no different. It's just now you go here and you go to communities, right? And then you create these community links, view communities here. You have to set up your own community. So the community is within GoBrunch. You just create your links to link to the community, right? And then they have the paid access. So you set up your GoBrunch, you set up your Stripe, and then you build your mini communities. Okay, so let me show you guys another one that I did on here. We'll go back to GoBrunch really quick. All right, so hopefully I didn't offend anybody because I grind. I grind. I gotta balance I have to go out with my wife. I have to do stuff with her. I gotta go get my mani pedi, right? I talk to my boys, right? I'm involved at church. I teach young kids at my church. I teach them entrepreneurship, how to run their own business. I run retirement conferences. I'm a busy dude, right? But if I'm a busy dude and I'm still running 5 communities, you can do it, right? Here's the thing. Don't start a community of something you're not passionate about. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna start a community on how to fish when you don't like to fish, right? Don't do that. You got to start it. Even your YouTube channel, you have to do it around the same thing. All right, so let me show you let me show you something here. So let me go back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And this is how you would do this. Questions, comments. Nice hack, better than easy course. That's another story. So the community content are related. You're right about content. Yeah, I mean, content is easy. So hold on, I want to show you guys something here. All right, so let me show you this one. All right, so this is how you can do this. All right, let me show you guys here. All right, so this is what I attempted to build, I think last year. And Richard, the CEO, is trying to help me. I was like, man, I said I need to build a campus. He says, yeah, man, Jenny, I'm gonna show you how to build a campus. So I put a campus together, and I says, nah, man, people can get in. And again, it's like wearing the gown at the hospital with no back door on the gown, right? You're wearing it in the front. It's like, man, why did they make that? Well, for easy access, right? We already talked about that, right? So I didn't like the fact that I couldn't close my community the way I wanted to. Just, oh, you just go in, you just go. Like, nah, I want people to pay to get access to my community and all that. Hold on, let me share it. I don't even think I'm sure. Oh, I'm sharing. All right, so cool. You guys can see it. So I built a campus. He helped me build a campus. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a little bit difficult to do, but once you build it, they will come. So look at this community that I built. Now, here's the power of this community. It says, hey, this is my Hackpack community. You come here, then people can sign up for Hackpack. Now I have an actual link, right? I have a link that people can sign up for it. So here's how your communities will work. So this is my Digital Growth Hacks headquarters, and this is what I was building, right? You come here, and then you look at all my rooms. So these are all the different communities. I gotta have my headquarters here. I can have my Monday Madness meetup here, right? I can have my 24/7 Hack Pack room here. I can have my office hours here, and I can have my office here. This is fire now, dude. This is stupid now. So I just gave you guys the blue light special. You can go with the GoBrunch full stack, go with the Subpage full stack, and you're in business. You're in business. I gave someone a business model. Just don't forget me when you blow up, right? When you start making a lot of money. So, hey, what did it all change for you? You sit on somebody's podcast. I want you to say, hey, you know what? I started following the Digital Growth Hacks Club. Jenny Jones, my guy over there, dude gave me this one hack, the blue light special, on a Friday night, August 29th, 5:59. He gave me that and he showed me this is the whole blueprint. So now to get into this community, to get into this particular community, you click on here, right? Boom. Now you're in another community, right? Let me see. Now you're in my Monday Madness meetup. So now we're talking about different tools on Monday and stuff like that, right? Can you guys see that? Let me see if you guys can see that in your room. Yeah, you guys can see it. All right, cool. I built a full campus. Now I can put the community on there. It's about to be on right now, right? So then it says, oh, you know what? I don't want access to that. I want to go to Jenny's 24/7 Hack Pack room, right? So then you go in there, right? And again, you'd have to have access to all these different communities. This is my Hack Pack room. You're gonna find me here, right? Come here, might do a session here, do something like that. And the person says, oh man, so what else do I have access to in the community? Well, you know, you're gonna have access to his office hours, right? You have to have access to the office hours. Now I can close the door. Yes, Richard. Yes. Now you can come here. And you can be in my inner circle. We can talk. So this is what we're going to talk about, blah, blah, blah. Everybody shows up here, right? Then I do my video here. Going back to HeySummit, right? I can put a HeySummit. I can embed a HeySummit. I can put a HeySummit stream in here. I can do an embed in here, and I can embed in here, use my HeySummit, and then direct people into here. Come on, man. This is easy. This becomes easy now, right? Then I can just have my own office here. Says, hey, I can charge a premium. Says, hey, I want to meet with you one-on-one. Great. I give you access to the pass. You can get in and you can just come to my office. Boom. Right? I think this is Canada. I don't know. Anyway, you guys get the picture? Come on, man. Tell me, you guys. Tell me you see the vision of nothing else. Tell me that you see the vision. Tell me that you at least see the vision. Right? Red light, blue light, 1, 2. That's what I'm saying. So going back to BestEver for using it with ads based on the video credit usage, what tier would you recommend? I'll close out with that because I'll go back and look at that. You messing up my blue light special flow, man. Jonathan, come on, man. What we doing, man? What we doing? You messing up my flow. As long as you use my link, though, I'll tell you what it is, but you can use my link to get it. So no, that's the blue light special, right? I'm out of time, really. I wanted to talk about the Nome AI. Let me tell you one thing about Nome AI, and she has a course. I'll give you guys that if you want it, or you can get it from my newsletter. I do have a newsletter that I put out every Sunday evening for all AI and all SaaS stuff. If you don't have that, I'll put the link in the description of this. I don't even have the link on me right now, but I'll put the link in this. If you come back to this and look at the first link, you can sign up for my newsletter. So there's a lot of things that I'm telling you guys, you can just find out from my newsletter, right? There's a lot of stuff I'll give you guys insights on that I only share in my newsletter. So there are certain things I only share in my newsletter. But Nome AI, the co-founder, has a course where they're making 5K setup for their gnomes that they set up, their AI gnomes that they set up. 5K, set it and forget it gnomes. One of the things that Nome AI did, and I have the code, I just haven't connected it. And I'm going to tell you what they did, right? It's crazy. It's not available for consumption yet, but if you take their course, they will give you access to it. And let me tell you what it is. And I don't want you guys to miss this part. So Nome AI now has a plugin, and it's in beta right now. I got access to the beta because I bought the course. They now have access to where I don't need your permission to create a chatbot on your website. Crazy. Sounds stupid. So let me say that again, just in case you didn't get that. So on their AI, their chat widgets, their chat bots, if I go to your website and say I create one for your website, right? So say we create one for C-Store, let's say it's cstore.com or whatever. So I can go to cstore.com, create an AI agent, an AI chat widget in my Nome dashboard. I can create it. I take the API or application programming interface code from the bot that I created in my store and my dashboard. I go to your website, place the API code in the place the API code in the plugin in the browser, instant chatbot on your site. Like that. Like that. It takes the color scheme and it reads your site and people can show up. So now I contact you or I connect with you and says, hey, I put a chatbot on your website. People's like, what? You put a chatbot on what? I put a chatbot on your website. Let me know if you want it. I'll give you the code and all that. I normally charge $5,000. I'm only going to charge you $2,500. I'll maintenance and manage it for you for $500 a month. People were like, oh, that's a steal. Boom. She gives you the whole playbook. She gives you the whole setup. And you get access to the plugin. And that'll be in my newsletter. So make sure you guys get my newsletter. I don't want to give everything out here, but get my newsletter. It's in there. And you take that. So I was going to ask her to come on tonight. She said, oh, I'm going to be out of town. I said, all right, because I wanted you to kind of show the people and explain it to them. So what do you guys think about that? Yeah, be all over them Shopify. Yeah, that's a good business model. You can go and do that. You definitely can. So yeah, did you guys get that? Hopefully tonight was, listen, when I'm having a live, you never know what kind of gems I'm going to drop. You never know what kind of juice I'm going to drop. Make sure you're here to get it, right? Make sure you're here to squeeze it. So that's kind of it. I mean, did you guys we're way over time. I was supposed to be done 30 minutes ago. Do you guys have anything else? I want to answer your question on the my recommendation for that tool. So let me get back to it. Best ever. What do you guys think about best ever? So we only have one person talking about best ever. I think C Store. Didn't you look at best ever C Store? What do you guys think about best ever? I don't have a problem with best ever. I don't. I just don't do ads. I don't do ads. I don't. I don't do ads. The reason I have my reasons for not doing ads, because I went, and this is me personal, and I'll just tell you guys, right? It's like, man, Jenny, don't be up here hating ads. Dude, I went into 30 grand debt messing around with ads. I literally did. And to me, I'm like, dude, I can do my own authentic content and be here in person showing up. I'd rather do that than to run ads. And that's just me. And I think ads, to me, ads are lazy and they're transaction based. You don't build relationships with ads. So your money is short money. I'm an investment advisor. There's short money and there's long money, right? There's change and then there's dollar bills, right? The dollar bills is the long money, right? The change is the short money. Change is short money because they're transactions. So you're always hustling. You're always hustling. You always got to pour more money into the ATM and try to make it spit out more money. Again, I'm not bashing ads. What I'm saying is you can build long-term relationships. I built long-term relationships here with C-Store and Tom and Big Kev's World. They've been running with me for a couple of years now. It's off a relationship. Had they bought something from me from a transaction on a Meta or LinkedIn or whatever, they'd be done. They would have bought something from me. They would have bought an ebook from me or whatever. It shortens the lifetime value. So only thing I would have got out of them is maybe the cost of whatever that ebook was or that course. Maybe it's $10, maybe it's $15, maybe it's $20, maybe it's $97. And they never hear from me again. I built relationships with these people. I built relationships with the Magnes Leadership Accelerator and C-Store and Big Kev's World and some of you guys, I think, showing up on here, and Carlos and all. I built relationships based off of inbound marketing, showing up for the people, being there for them, answering their questions. Anybody can do transactions. I can do transactions. I'm about relationships. So I don't do ads. So with that being said, let me answer your question. Now, there's nothing wrong with ads. There's nothing wrong with ads. So let me go back to your question. So your question was, does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. I'm just cut different, man. Going back for using it with ads based on the video credit usage, what tier would you recommend? I don't know, man. Because the credits, they be squeezing you, right? And then they're like, oh, you can buy more credits. It really depends on how much you're going to use it. I wouldn't do anything less than a tier 3 because I definitely want unlimiteds, right? I want unlimited brands analyzed. The challenge you're going to run into, the challenge you're going to run into, you got to pull it off the shelf first, and you got to see what the credit consumption looks like, right? Because you may have, like for me, I would use other tools with it. I would use my Qolaba.ai with it, right? I would use some of my other tools with it. So that I wouldn't have to use all my credits. That's just me, right? So you get 400 credits here. There's probably some other video tools that you can use to kind of create. And then I would use it for my brands analyze, competitors analyze. You get 100 of those. But creating videos, they're going to cost you. So you might have to find another tool that's going to create videos for you and then kind of piggyback and use that tool, then upload the videos. That's kind of the way I would use it. I would give maybe the tier 3 if I have another tool, if I have another video tool. But my recommendation on this is don't get anything less than a tier 3. But how do you know if you need a tier 4 is you got to get in there, you got to test it out. And then you can always go back and just say, oh, you know what, I'm going to upgrade. But this is not a bad tool. It's just that I was just okay with it. I mean, because I don't do ads. That's really the reason why. But from I'm hearing a lot of things for it. I'm hearing a lot of good things on it. So, so it has, where's the reviews? So it's got 10. I think for as good as people say this tool is, I think they should have more reviews in this. It's just me. So that's 4 tacos, and there's 5 tacos. The app feels unnecessarily restrictive for the moment you try to access it. The Google Facebook only sign-in requirement is an odd choice that immediately signals limited flexibility. I don't know if I agree with that. I think some tools, want to know who you are. And I think some people do the login, the Google login, Facebook logins, is because there's bad actors out here. And they just don't want people, they don't want you in there pimping out their tool. So I don't have a problem with that. If you run a business, I've talked to founders, man, you'd be amazed what people do. It says, hey, you can only have 100 limit. You can only have 100 contacts. You can only have 500 contacts. They upload 500 contacts, send out emails for 500 contacts, go back in, delete all 500 of the contacts, upload another 500 contacts, send out emails with those, then delete. People just do stuff like that. It's like, man, what are we doing? Right. So that's kind of, I just hear founders give me so many stories. Like, why do you guys do this? They say, we do that because it is. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So hopefully that answered you guys' questions. I got to hop off here because my wife's going to be like, you're supposed to go get your nails done with me. Blah, 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 blah. So today credits are for video generation only and depend on your length. Roughly 12.5 credits for 10 videos, 25 for 30. Yeah, credits start. You're going to find the most expensive cost is going to be video generation, motion generation. Those going to cost you because they're buying wholesale credits from someone else. Right. So yeah, credits are going to cost. So I got to get my man. I'm gonna get your question here. Let me get your question, Carlos. So what about selling Dailora for clients? For clients? What about selling Dailora for clients? Do you mean 2 clients or 4 clients? I'm confused on that one. Help me understand that. Give me your vision. You're saying, hey, I want to use my multi-user Dailora account and I want to sell the services to other clients. Is that what you mean? Oh, is that what you mean? Help me out on that, Carlos. And thank you guys for showing up too. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up before you guys get out of here. So tell me if that's what you mean, Carlos, before we get out of here. Thank you guys for showing up. I really do appreciate it. Oh, selling it to clients. So to me, right, and this is what I'm going to say, right? Because this technology is so new, that you need to get on it before somebody else gets on it and start selling your clients or your potential clients. So let me give you the play for that, just so you'll know. I'm going to clients, but I'm not trying to charge them an arm and a leg. I'm not trying to charge them 5,000 setup. I'm not even trying to charge them 2,500 setup. What I'm trying to tell them is, hey, I licensed a piece of software from this company and I want to, and I would use it with clients I already have. So Carlos, I know you have a lot of clients already. So I would introduce it to them and says, hey, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on a trial, right? You're already my client. I'm putting you on a trial, right? And I'm going to put you on a trial. I'm only going to charge you for setup. And if you like it, and if it's converting business for you, then we'll look at putting you on a plan. So I'm going to let you try it out for 2 weeks and you just put them on, go through, set up their stuff of their, get their scripts and stuff down. You want to sell them either inbound client or you want to sell them an outbound client. You're not going to sell them both, right? You're just going to sell one or the other. Inbound makes inbound calls or makes outbound calls, right? I think outbound is a little bit more difficult. I think inbound is easier. And then I would do that. And I would use existing client base. I wouldn't charge them a lot. I put them on a trial. I would only charge them for setup. So say, all right, I'm going to charge you $500 for setup and that's your time. And then you go and you set it up. use a white glove setup. That if you use my link, you tell them, hey, I use Jenny's link. I was on your call and I used Jenny's link. They might call you on it, right? Because I told them, hey, check people. Everybody's trying to run around here talking about they got the Jenny juice, and they may be lying to you because I know people are out there like that. But just say, hey, you know what? And then they'll help you with the white glove setup, and they will help you set that up. So get that set up, and then I would set up the clients. I would set up the first one. They're not that difficult to set up. And again, you're going to use, this is busy work. So you're going to do this late at night. You're going to set it up. You already have a client you're looking at. You say, I think I'm going to add this to this service. So you set it up first. And you say, hey, listen, this is what I got. And then you do a demo. Call this number. Boom, boom, boom. Add to your calendar below. They say, man, I want that. Everybody see it. Everybody's going to want it. Says, listen, I'll set it up for you. It's going to cost you about $500. I'll set up and I will run a test for 2 weeks. See how that works. Boom. That's how I would do that, Carlos. Hopefully that helped. And Carlos, you got my number. You can give me a call. We can talk about it. I think you got my number. You can give me a call. Carlos is part of my full stack. So I think he has access to me. Unprecedented access. Anybody else? And if you don't, I'll get it to you, Carlos. I think I have here. I'll get it to you. Anybody else? Because we're going to get out of here. I got to get out of here. My wife's blowing up my phone. I thought you were coming to get your nails done with me. If she's listening, I'm sorry, babe. Don't. She jumps into my live sometimes. Does that make sense? Carlos, does that make sense? Don't roll. And anything that's new, right? Definitely Dailora, definitely Nome.ai. Don't be trying to charge people arm and a leg because you don't want to muck it up. You want to get it right. And you're going to learn a lot from your first client or two that's going to help you with your clients 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's how you scale. You're not going to go, oh, they're saying I can charge $5,000. No, once you get really good, you can say, hey, you know what? And then once you get really good and people start finding out how much it costs to set up these chatbots and stuff, they're like, oh man, $5,000, that's a discount. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna set it up. It's going to train you. I'm going to train all of your company stuff on it and stuff like that. And I'm going to keep it maintained weekly and stuff like that. Hopefully that helps. I'm going to give you guys want one more bonus? You guys want one more? Just one more? Gosh, I was going to leave. All right. So you guys want one more? You sure? Anybody? I mean, it's Friday. I mean, where do you got to be? Nowhere, right? Anybody? You guys want one more? I'll give you one more. And I'm going to give you this strategy, right? Let me see. You guys want one more? Nobody said anything. All right, I guess we'll leave. I guess we're getting out of here. Nobody wants the juice. I keep the juice to myself. Nobody wants it? Nobody wants the juice? All right. Por favor, please. All right. So I didn't know if you guys are still with me. So, all right. So here it is. So here's let me give you this first. I feel like when I'm explaining to you guys, I feel like I kind of got to show you stuff. I can tell you guys stuff, and I know some people like, what? So I feel like I got to show you guys. So let me show you. Jenny Juice happy hour. Who is Combs? I know you, man. You remember my channel, but do you show up? You must don't show up that often, man. I don't see no number next to you, man. What are you doing? You got to show up for my juice, man. What are you doing? You got to show up for the juice bar, man. All right. So let me see. All right. So here's what we do this. Let me do this. So let me get there. Hold on. So this is Pixio. You guys got Pixio, right? So Pixio is there, right? Pixio is on AppSumo right now. Pixio's nice. So on Pixio, I don't launch any funnels. I don't work anything for any of my clients unless we draw it up first. So that's what I love about Pixio, because I can draw and diagram up any type of stuff. And so this is pretty good. So this This is a whiteboard. So let's do a quick whiteboard. Let me show you how this is going to work before I show you the tool. Right. All right. So here's my challenge. Here's what I learned when I started scaling. Literally. So wait a minute. So here's what I learned when I started scaling. This is the biggest. Everybody wants to be big, right? Everybody wants to be large. Oh, I want to grow and have all that. One of the things that I learned, because I ran so many brands, I run maybe 30 brands. I run a lot. So Jenny, how do you manage 30 brands, right? I got a lot. Let's just give you this, right? Let's just say. And this is what I'm finding out and what I found out the hard way. So let's use all these as my brands, right? So all of those are my brands. True story. So if I'm running all these brands, right? I'm giving you guys some game tonight, man. My wife's gonna kill. She's gonna kill me. I know she is. She's gonna. This is gonna cost me a steak dinner, probably. I know it is. See if I can get out of it though. See if I can get her steak dinner. All right. She's spoiled. Hope she's not listening. All right. So, and everybody see that, right? Which tier of Pixio? You don't need a high tier of Pixio. You don't need a high tier of. We'll come back to that. I'll answer that question when I come back because there's two tools I want to show you here. So this is Pixio, and again, I swear by this tool. I love this tool. You can design something and then you can share it with somebody here. And there's other tools I think that do this, but Pixio is just nasty for me. I love it. So, and if you don't have a tool like this, I suggest you get a tool like this so you can kind of schematically put your stuff together before you look at it. Or if you're working with a client, you can draw it up and say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So this is really good. All right. So here's what we're going to do. What I created was, and this took me a while. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say I had this all figured out. When you start growing, you don't know that you're growing until you're growing, right? And what becomes expensive is hiring people to do stuff for you. That gets expensive. So what I'm going to recommend for you to do, and if you're not there yet, if you think you might get there, or if you have some extra dollars, this is an extra dollars play. This to me, I think this play would work better for like a C store, because I think C store, he runs a lot of different brands and all that other stuff. So what I would do is I would get one so this is one ticketing tech support system, right? That all your brands come to. Because what you don't want to do is try to respond to people with 4 different, I'm only using 4 here, but everybody knows I got like 25, 30 brands. What I figured out is I cannot respond to support at Jenny, Jenny Growth Vision, Jenny at, YouTube, or Jenny at 100K. I could not do that. So what I did was I created one ticketing system here, one email address that I can respond to all of my tickets. Because when you start growing, there's people that need stuff. Hey, I don't have access to this. Hey, you said that I would get this. What's the coupon code to this? I signed up for this. This didn't work. I was in easy course, right? And I got logged out. Crazy stuff happens, right? So as I'm growing, I'm finding that out. And what I do is I have one ticketing system. Then I have one email address. So one ticketing system, one email address, and then this email address comes to me. Comes to myself, or I have a small team. I have my wife, and I have one other person helping me. but everybody gets this one email. So this one email sends back to every last one of these. So I created a universal email system. All comes into one ticketing system, one email, and I'm still managing 30 brands. I know, crazy, right? But you guys got to admit, right? I'm going to tell you the reason why. A lot of people say, Jenny, why do you manage so many brands? And I'm going to give you guys that before we leave, before we get out of here, right? But there's a tool that I think is perfect. Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm still kicking the tires on it. And I think it's going to be, so this, I'm switching over to this one because I was using another one. My challenge was I was using the other one and I didn't know that I would need as large of a ticket system that I needed. So now I'm trying to switch things over to this one. So this is one I just got. It's called Thrive Desk. Unite all of your support channels under one help desk. So this is the one that I still got it. I'm just kicking it around, but it's a universal interface, has everything, right? You don't really need the AI credits if you're going to do something additional with it or something like that. It's really about the teammates and the inboxes is what you want. So maybe 2 or 3, maybe a tier 2 or tier 3. What you do get though, you do get automations and you do get webhooks when you go to tier 4 because you want it to probably hand stuff off to maybe one of your CRMs or something like that. So this is something I was just letting you know. I think it's good. Actually, it's so far so good. I just got it, testing it out, kicking the tires. But really, it's really about if you're going to scale and you're ready to scale. That's really what it's about. Breaking news: unlimited sub accounts for tier 4 Dailora today only. What are you talking about, Tom? Are you serious? What is he talking about? Are you just making that up, Tom? Don't do that, dude. Don't be making up stuff. Let me see. No, unlimited. Did he say that? Tom, don't be doing that. What do you got there? I don't see that. Tom, are you serious? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. I guess he did. I just talked to that dude. He didn't tell me he was doing that. I would have told him. So someone says, hello there. Just saw your comment about unlimited sub accounts offer for tier 4. Can you please clarify if this is valid just for today or until September 5th? Wait a minute. Don't wait. I get, hey. I did not see this. He didn't even tell me that. Yeah, he didn't. Oh, currently the interface automatic. I did not see that. So I guess if he said it, I guess today is it. I don't know. That's crazy. Is that? Hold on, dude. Yeah, I don't. He's asleep right now. He's in Dubai right now. They're asleep. I gotta ask him. I gotta see what's up with that. I didn't see that. So I don't know. Look under questions. So I am looking under questions. And let's see, tier 4. Go search there. Unlimited sub accounts interface. You're right. Current lead interface. Monthly recurring costs. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess it is. I don't know. I gotta ask. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I'll probably give him a call. I'll put comments. I'll put the comments in my on here. I'll ask him about it. Okay. Yeah, that's news to me. I actually just talked to him earlier today. He didn't say anything about that. Yeah, you still get that white glove JJ bonus, man. You better tell him. All right, so that's it, man. I gotta run. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I stayed way past my bedtime. You guys have been great. Hope you guys like this, man. Use the link, obviously, to still support the channel. I'm the only one that's out here that's doing these digital hacks. Everybody else is out here just doing walkthroughs. I'm like, nah, this is a digital hack, baby. So I appreciate you guys supporting the Digital Hacks channel. I'd like to thank all of you guys for showing up. My subscribers, Tom, Gordon, G Combs, C Store, Big Kez, World, Carlos is in the house. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for showing up. Maggie Leadership's in the house. Hey, until next time, I gotta go, man. My wife's blowing up my phone. I'm gonna get in trouble. Thank you guys for showing up, man. And make sure you give me a thumbs up. You guys have been great. Take care. Bye for now.